Well, tonight, the end of the road for this Wichita State team. The Shockers fall just one possession short in their first NCAA tournament appearance since 2006. They lose to VCU 62-59. KSN Sports Director Leon Liebel is in Portland and has more on tonight's game.
Obviously, a disappointing conclusion to the season for the Wichita State Shockers, but nobody more disappointed than senior big man Garrett Stutz, who actually apologized for the loss.
It's kind of, the loss is my fault. You know, we had the right game plan. Guards took care of the ball. We got the ball down low. I got right to the rim, just couldn't make a shot.
Stutz and his teammates in a very quiet locker room, devastated. This game especially frustrating because the Shockers just didn't play very well. And when they did and took the lead late, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunities, especially Garrett Stutz. He missed a couple shots inside and a three-pointer at the buzzer. But his teammates were not willing to put the blame on any one player.
I mean, yeah, they wouldn't, but if you watch the game, you know it. You know it's true.
I mean, he's been out games before. I mean, we can't just depend on one player to pull us through the whole game. We have to. That's why it's a team sport. So I mean, we're all sorry, basically.
I mean, it's real disappointing. You know, we wanted to advance. You know, with a better team, we felt like, and it didn't happen for us. You know, I think we started off with, you know, NCAA jitters. You know, as Coach called it, and
just really disappointed with them that we can't move on. It's a pretty good basketball team we lost to tonight, so they made one more play than us, so congratulations to them.
And so the Shockers will head back to Wichita, a terrific season in which they finished 27-6, but again, another disappointing end here in the month of March as VCU knocks off Wichita State 62-59. In Portland, Oregon, Leon Liebel, KSN Sports.
It's a tough one. Thanks, Leon. Well, after quite the up-and-down season for this K-State team, Wildcat fans got to be happy about their Big Dance debut. Frank Martin making his fourth NCAA tournament appearance in 5 seasons at K-State. First half, the Cats' Rodney McGruder goes baseline and hits the floater. The Wildcats would lead by as many as 9 in the first half, but Southern Miss able to cut it down to 3 before the break. Now to the second. The Golden Eagles take their first lead after Lachey Page knocks down the three-pointer. Southern Miss leading by as many as 5, but the Cats take control late in the game. Jordan Henriquez, his 6th block of the game. That leads to this McGruder three-pointer. A little bit later, here's Angel Rodriguez. He goes in for the beautiful reverse layup, and K-State ends the Golden Eagles season to advance to the next round. 70-64 the final score. Rodney McGruder, the unquestionable star of this game. He had 30 points, and Coach Frank Martin says he was never worried about McGruder stepping up.
I said, I worry about our economy. I worry about inflation. I don't worry about Rodney McGruder. And, you know, he's an awesome kid. He's worked his tail off to grow every year. He embraces coaching. He wants you to push him.
My teammates and coaches, you know, they just have a lot of confidence in me, and I have confidence in myself, and I just got in the rhythm, you know, and I've been fortunate enough to have great games and things like that.
K-State will be back in action Saturday. They face Syracuse, the #1 seeded team in the East. The first full day for KU in Omaha. Bill Self's team getting in 2 practices before tomorrow night's showdown with Detroit. Let's head to KSN's Justin Kramer now, who's in Omaha with more on the Jayhawks.
The last 2 times the Kansas Jayhawks started their tournament run here in Nebraska, it ended with a national championship. It's a trend these Jayhawks hope repeats itself this year.
Omaha and stayed at the NBC Suites, and that's where we're at now, so there's a lot of similarities with that. Hope we play like that team did.
Coach Bill Self says his team's all but forgotten their loss to Baylor in the Big 12 tournament, and after a good week of practice, is focused on taking on the Horizon League champions, the 15th seeded Detroit Titans. An unexpected opponent for the Jayhawks. Their schedule. They'll play the very last game of the first 2 rounds. Tyshawn Taylor says he's a fan of the late start, saying he struggles to not get caught up in the madness.
I look at the scores every now and then, but I don't get too into the games until we start playing, you know, because I feel like it's just kind of one of those things where I just get so excited and hype, and I kind of got to just, you know, just tone it down a little bit. So
that game against the Titans of Detroit tips off shortly before 9 o'clock on Friday night in Omaha. Justin Kramer for KSN Sports.
And also the Wichita State women hosting the WNIT tomorrow against Oral Roberts.
So WSU fans still have someone to cheer on.
That's right.
We'll be right back. Mom is 84.